Can you see my... Good morning, good morning, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to Quantum Healing and our next intake of our beautiful reading cards that we've been doing. I am still Stephanie Hunter, and I still live in Hamilton, New Zealand, and this is still our gorgeous friend up in Paihia, New Zealand, Karen Crichton. How are we today, Karen?
Hello, I'm really, really good. And the cards are just wanting to play, aren't they? So let's play.
Yes, indeed. So today is all about a deep dive into embracing changes. So many people are coming back to us and individually to our clinics and as a group readings as well, coming through saying everything's changing in my life and I've got no control over it. Isn't that fun? Isn't that fun to just let go and know you're going to be okay? That's the trick, to know you're going to be okay. But to let go and to be excited about what's going to unfold for you, what's possible, what's going to happen. Oh my gosh, just embrace it. So this reading has been inspired by people asking us about change, how to step into the new you, the new world, the new future, whatever you want to terminize it. So it's all about handling change, making the most of change. So as per usual, what we're going to do here is we're going to do a card from the quantum pack to start with. Karen's going to do the past, and then I will read a card for the present stroke into the future. Okay. Let's start with our quantum pack. Let's got the quantum pack.
Okay, so let's go. Heart strengthener. Oh, what a lovely, lovely card heart strengthener is, and what a beautiful, beautiful essence it is too. It used to be the last one. So we started off with just one up to 21. And this one was basically, it's all about strengthening your heart, of course, because if we're strong of heart, then we're actually able to cope with anything. And of course, if we're taking our guidance from our heart, that is when we really stand in our strength and stand into who we really are. And so if we look at the heart strengthener as an essence, it's an overall strengthener of the heart and all issues associated with it. So whether it's physical, emotional, or spiritual, it's all self-esteem, self-love, self-value, inner pride, feelings of being loved. I am worthy. And it's restoring a sense of who we really are, a sense of pride in ourselves, faith in self, faith in our ability to overcome all obstacles. And this is when we're going through changes. A lot of people really struggle with shifts and changes because it feels a bit uncomfortable. But if we're really strong in our own being, then it makes life so much easier. And so I would actually call upon heart strengthener to, if I'm feeling a bit wobbly.
Beautiful, beautiful, yeah. Beautiful. Now, I'm also feeling with the past element aspect to this particular card is also saying to us to send peace and harmony to ourselves that were, as we were. Yeah.
In the child stuff, of course. So
in the child stuff, yeah, all the stuff that comes through from the heart. There's been a tumultuous time for everybody around the world over the last couple of years. But regardless of the obvious reasons, it's not just the only reason. It's not just to do with the whole pandemic, shamdemic type thing that's been going on. That's just one focus point. There's been lots and lots of changes. So now we have this opportunity through this gorgeous essence to acknowledge that and to send from our heart the strength of who we are, send love, release, and harmony back to the trauma and the torment and the confusion and the discombobulation that we felt ourselves going through, and just know you were enough then, you are enough now, and you will be enough in future.
Yeah, we can do this. That's what I'm getting. We can do this. We can do this individually and collectively. So by supporting others who are going through rocky times, this is where we as humanity are really able to step up into our power and who we truly are.
I love it. I love it. I love it. So, and that takes us beautifully into the card for the present and the future. Our gorgeous peace of mind. Ooh. Beautiful, beautiful card. Now, this card is actually coming through quite often this week when we've been drawing cards for people. And it's letting us know that everything's going to be okay. Step forward with confidence and belief. Confidence is hard to have when you can't see the plan that you want to have in your life. So have faith and belief that everything's going to be okay. So once again, peace of mind. You've been listening to our video so far this week. You'll start to become very acquainted with beautiful peace of mind.
Yeah,
Just be mindful.
absolutely.
It's all about knowing to remain calm, being calm. The peace of mind allows you, invites you straight away. As soon as you say the name of the card, you want shoot in the essence. All you want to do is
Yeah.
breathe in and let go. It's very,
So
very centering. It just helps to analyze, and then release any fears that you may be having. But really, at this time of change, such swift changes are coming to us. It's going to be an intense few weeks, I'm sure. And I'm just feeling it in my waters, to use our old expression. We're going to be going through a lot of changes, and a lot of you, and maybe even me sometimes, and Karen sometimes, are going to feel like it's out of our control. And to a certain extent, it certainly is. But you know
mm,
what? For those who wish to believe this, we signed up to be here at this time. We're here because we're meant to be here. Keep the faith in yourself. Keep the faith in knowing that everything is meant to be as unfolding as it's meant to be.
and
Just
it's going to be amazing.
oh, it's going to be stunning. Stunning, stunning, stunning. If you start to feel a bit overwhelmed with all the changes that have been springing up around you, and I feel they're going to be coming in really thick and fast and really intense, and it's going to feel like everybody's losing their shit. And sorry for sharing, but that's going to run its work. That's exactly how it's going to feel like. Everybody's losing it. Take time out to go and put your feet into grass. Go back and do some grounding again. Find that moving stream, a nice brook that's running somewhere, and stick your feet in the water and just earth yourself, ground yourself. Be at peace. Invite peace of mind. Invite harmony, and flow with the changes. Don't get knocked around by the changes.
Absolutely. Yeah. So, darling, peace of mind could be our card of the week with the quantums, wouldn't you say?
I
It
believe
really
so.
is.
Come on. It's
Yeah.
not every reading. It's almost every reading that's come through.
Yeah. Yeah. It's come through a lot with clients. So yeah, she's definitely wanting to tell us something.
Everything's okay, guys.
Yeah.
Everything is okay. Just keep the faith, breathe deep, keep earthing, keep the love going. If somebody wants to pick a fight with you, walk away from them. And knowing that it's not you personally they're having a fight with, they're just dealing with a whole lot of dark shadows coming up from their own selves. Send them love anyway, but
Mm.
don't allow yourself to be abused. Walk away and just understand that this time too will come to pass in grace and ease, or you can make it really difficult and take on the fights.
Also, I would say is, sorry, Stephanie, to interrupt, is I would say that when something comes up from your past, or you get a thought pattern that you recognize from the past, or someone comes in from the past, is ask what it is that needs to be released.
Absolutely. Now, guys, just to let you know, that's not Karen's tummy that's making that grumbling noise. That's her dog snoring.
Yeah, my little Mabel. Yeah, she's by my feet, so she can't help it.
Thought I'd just clarify that for people who don't know Karen's dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually Mabel snoring, okay?
Yeah, yeah, bless her. Yeah, I don't hear it anymore. She's just part of my furniture. Right, this is herbal, my lovely herbal wisdom cards.
Beautiful.
Okay, now bacoba, not a common herb that people know much about. It is a wonderful, wonderful Ayurvedic herb again, and it's really, really amazing to help enhance memory. And so, isn't it interesting that that one was picked right now when we started talking about old memories and everything? So, of course, she's there to help as a herbal remedy. She's there to help repair neurons that have been damaged, improve brain function, help with any neurological diseases, cognition and memory. Really amazing for Alzheimer's and dementia. She's also really good to help your body regulate the body's response to both acute and chronic stress. So basically, this is another adaptogen. So have you noticed, Stephanie, that we're getting quite a lot of adaptogens with this week too? So basically, it's showing us.
Explain the adaptogenic curve again.
Well, what adaptogens are they're amazing. They really are. So they're Mother Nature's beautiful gift to us to help us cope with levels of stress. So they'll only help alter anything if it's out of balance. So if you're in balance, then Bakaba, if you take it, will just help you with any area where you're out of balance. So for example, memory or whatever, but it will not interfere with the body processes if they're functioning well. However, if you're under stress, who isn't? This lovely, lovely herb can help with specifically mental health. So it helps with serotonin, acetylcholine, noradrenaline, dopamine. So it basically helps you get a sense of calm and maintain mood equilibrium. So it's just amazing, amazing herbal remedy that I've only really known about it for the past few years, but it's really amazing. And so if we look at it as a essence, it does all of the other things, but it actually helps you get a full appreciation of who we are as physical beings. It's actually helped reminding us that as beings, spiritual beings, we're actually here on this planet to enjoy being in a physical body. And so it helps us to unblock blocks, help lift veils that aren't serving us anymore. And it's a really uplifting essence. It helps you achieve joy and help you really see the joy in the simple things, no matter what the circumstances. So she is an amazing gift for when we're going through change, because we can actually then see the value of that change. And so, like all of the herbals, if that draws you, what I would, as an essence, if that draws you as to what you would like to do, to be, then it's a really good idea to just get a photo of Bakaba and put it on your screen on your computer, or print it off and just go into it. Just really, you can meditate, you can just look at it, and she will send the frequency through to you.
Love it, love it. And just on to go a bit deeper on that, this is where the future of medicine is going, guys. This is, we are now living the future of medicine, and this is working with frequencies and essences. Well, the essences are frequencies of an established being. So whether it be a herb, or whether it be an animal, or whether it be a gem, or whether it be a person, work with the essences and frequencies of that entity. That's what all you need. So sitting there and absorbing the essence of Bakaba. You don't actually need to physically take it anymore. This is where we're levitating so far, so high and so fast, developing so high and so fast. This is where we're working from now. Okay, and the essences are amazing.
Absolutely, and I'm just going to do some shameless advertising here, as I'm doing workshops and things on this sort of stuff. Beautiful. And so and also teaching people how to make their own frequency medicine for themselves and their family, and if they want to take it further, they can take it further. So
that's stunning. What a gift you have there, Karen. Now, as soon as Karen started talking about Bakaba as well, what my message that I got through really clearly was that Bakaba is here to help us to release perceived traumas of the past as well. So not only what has physically actually happened to us, but also to, when I say perceived, it's not that you made stories up. It's if you are in an environment where people around you are suffering from a traumatic event, you can take on the energy of their trauma if you're not careful, or the energy of a perceived event. So Bakaba is here to help us go, okay, just let that go.
Yeah, not mine.
Yeah. Not yours. Don't get back into your lane. It's gone. It was never there in the first place, but even the essence. So we're talking about how our future medicine is working with frequencies. We can go back in time and go, well, as well as what I've just explained there. You're around the frequency of an event unfolding with people. Well, you were helping somebody through a traumatic event, and you took on their trauma. It wasn't yours to have, but you took it on because you were open and helping them. So if you're a healer, if you're an empath, if you're a compassionate type person, if you're a mother, if you're a father, you will take on the trauma. If only I could do something to help you. So you take on their trauma to try and release in their pain. but you don't realize that you've taken that trauma on and it stacks into your environment and stacks into your vibration. You go on with your life, not realizing that you too have the same healing as them, because you actually live the same trauma.
Now, I just had a thought about empaths, so we're going off piece a little bit. Do you think, now this is a question for you, Stephanie, just came into my head. Do you think, as empaths, I'm not an empath. I've taught myself to not get people's energies because of my work and everything. And I'm sure you do the same. I don't take on board people's energies anymore. But do you think as empaths, especially if it's early in the journey and your realization that you're taking on board energy, do you think it can be addictive to keep on taking on board other people's frequencies? Because as spiritual beings, we're here, like we were talking about, we're here to experience the physicality. Are we actually a bit addicted to getting various different physical feelings?
Okay. When I mention, or when I think we reach into the word addictive, what I get back is, who am I without doing this job? So some people who are empathics naturally feel that they have to take on other people's traumas because that's who they are. They don't have a place in the earth without being that empathic person. The knight in shining armor, the masculine to the feminine, to the savior of the entire world, or as my dear father
Rescuer, yeah.
And my father used to say to me, as a child, children are naturally empathic generally, until hopefully they have guidance of adults who have gone through that experience themselves, and okay, you can't take, as my father used to say to me, you can't save every mouse in the field, Steph. Some are going to be eaten by the cats, because that's their journey. Okay, so an empath can be addictive to picking up trauma and helping people and jumping in there quick and go, I got the answer to that and I can solve this and I can solve that, or come around and talk to me, or I'll help you through your traumas. To the extent I'd say that it is not addictive as a true addiction, it's more a confirmation of what they believe they're here to do, and without that, they feel they've lost their purpose. So when I'm working with empaths and helping them to release that need to save the world and understand moving into a state of being a compassionate person instead, rather than an empathic person, there is a subtle difference between the two, which makes a complete change to how it impacts upon you. As a compassionate person, you can still help somebody, but you disable them from continuing the same trauma all the time. You enable them to step out of their trauma and into what's a better pathway for them. But at the same time, you're able to walk away without yourself feeling exhausted. So yes, the answer to your question is, it's got a deep answer, and I only want to give 2 or 3 minutes reading into it. But basically, the addiction, in inverted commas, comes from the fact that, oh my God, who am I if I don't do this?
That makes so much sense, because anyway, we don't need to go into too much detail because we'll digress from the cards.
If anybody wants to discuss it further, drop a message down in the comments below. And if somebody wants me to address that deeper to understand where I'm coming from, because I'm giving you a snippet of a full story here. But it's certainly a thing that we need to be helping all empaths to move out of a state of being empathic. Karen stated she's not an empath. She was born an empath. Don't get it wrong, guys. Karen was born an empath, and she has learned over the years to train her compassionate muscle to come through stronger than her empathic muscle for her own safety and for her own survival.
Sanity, actually. My sanity, I needed to.
Absolutely. So it's an interesting journey we are on now. We being empathic was the in thing a few years ago, and then those of us who went down the empathic route suddenly really realized that we were actually getting weird signs and symptoms of disease and disorder in our bodies. And then you realize you're taking on other people's injuries. I've already referred to this, what Bakaba came through to help us do is to release those and move forward. Doesn't mean you don't care anymore.
No.
I believe that's a bit there because it is quite an in-depth subject, but something we all need to learn is to strengthen our compassionate muscles and let the empaths fall away. Empathic muscles relate to release. Okay.
Perfect.
And as you were talking about Bakaba, I did my draw of my cards, and I have brought out cleavers.
Oh, cleavers.
You like cleavers, don't you, Karen, eh?
I do. She's a wonderful. Hasn't she come up? this
for a future
week.
read. Yeah, she's come up for a future read before.
Yeah.
No, but like our peace of mind, Cleveland has come through again to saying, hey guys, everything is going to be okay. Everything is okay, actually. Just train your focus to focus on where you want the world to be, not where you think the world's going to end up. Okay, or what other people are trying to, media and so forth, have got an agenda to keep you in fear and keep you in a heightened sense of insecurity. Cleavers are here to say to you, you know what? Take a deep breath, get centered, move into a compassionate state rather than empathic state. Let all that shit go. Okay, let all that stuff that's pulling you back go, or keeping you down go, and step into this beautiful world that's unfolding right here, right now. All the changes that are coming to you right here, right now. Bring it through. So Cleavers, let's just go through a little bit of some of the stuff that Cleavers does. It's an lymphatic healer. So releasing all the dung, releasing all the used up stuff you no longer need. So in a physical sense, it's a lymphatic healer. It's also a diuretic, so it's flushing and decongesting the kidneys and the urinary system, treats cystitis, water retention, all that sort of stuff. Now, from my point of view as well, I'm not a herbalist, guys, but from my point of view, when people are suffering from water retention, it's because they're holding on to stuff. They're holding on to things. The body is not functioning properly. So mind, body, and soul all works together. And when our soul is struggling with releasing and letting go, physically we come through on the same sort of symptoms physically. So it's also a blood cleanser, beautiful skin healer for the inflammation, wounds and burns, etc. It's really good for urinary infections, water retention, edema, cystitis, swollen glands, tonsillitis, ulcers, lumps, tumors, eczema, psoriasis, boils. We got the picture now. Stuff that needs to be released and let go. Okay, that's toxins and poisons that need to be released and let go of our physical being. So, as an essence, though, Cleavers offers comfort so one can have a deep restorative sleep and pleasant dreams. So, that one sentence there, I love that because we've talked about the shadow sides coming through during those times of changes. We talked about the past events coming through and being brought to our realization here and now. For a lot of people, that'll be done during sleep times. Okay, you'll start having, or possibly start having dreams of events that happened in your past that you come to you now, going, why am I thinking about that person now? Why has he come back into my life now? He was trauma when I was 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You state the time. Why is it popping back into my head now? Because it's come back through because you haven't healed it completely and let it go completely. You still held on to a thread of it. So Cleavers are here to say, hey, look, that's all right. Chill out. You've got to go through these events in order to release those events. So you've got to go through these dreams, these realizations, in order to acknowledge them and then release them. Really consciously release them. So Cleavers is here to help you to do that. So as you sleep and process your day, Cleavers offers a protective field around you. So you're safe and you're looked after. Well, remember what place and mind said to you. Okay? Safe to know. You're safe and you're looked after. You'll wake up fully refreshed in mind, body, and soul. So sorry, I can't cut you off. Clear and rich in your new day. Beautiful herb, beautiful herb.
Yeah, she is, and she's everywhere. If you're a gardener, she'll be, you perceive the bane of your garden, but she's actually the gift that nature keeps on giving. And it's very, so for me, the whole thing about change is letting go of the past and allowing your physical body to let go of that cellular memory of gunk, physical, emotional, spiritual gunk, so that you can come through with complete peace of mind and knowing, like you know, that everything is well.
I love it. I love it. So before we move on to the meridians, I just want to sort of sum up what these cards are talking to me and bringing the message to me. And that is, in order to move forward, we have to let go. And we can do so in peace and safety. So don't fear the changes that are coming, guys. Embrace the changes. And there's going to be some big changes. You're going to go, holy crap. Oh, that can't be relating to me because Stephanie had no idea what sort of changes are coming to my life. And these are bigger than Stephanie ever dreamed of. Yeah, no, guys, I did. Okay, because the cards are telling us. So whatever changes are coming through to your life, some will be painful for some people, some will be a drop in the ocean for others. Okay, embrace them, welcome the changes because it's leaving you free to move into who you're meant to be. This new, brand new, shiny new you in the brand new, shiny new world as we are meant to be.
And just remembering that when something happens in the outside world, there'll always be an impact on your inside world. So by cleansing and reverse, of course, so by cleansing and doing your own work of letting go of old stuff that's not serving you and bringing forth you as your cleansed and present you are doing your bit towards the macro.
I love it. I love it. It's awesome.
Okay,
Thanks,
so
Karen. That was amazing. That was amazing. So let's do the meridian and see where we go from there. What card are you drawing for meridians?
okay, I am drawing liver meridian. Oh, now
Wonderful.
just like all the meridians. So if you haven't seen our videos before, the meridians are our energy lines, and so very often the line will go through the liver, for example. So as you can see on this one, is you can see that the energy line goes through from the heart and goes down into the groin and up into the hip and then down in the feet. And so in actual fact, I'll just put that forward there, so you can see. And so if we look at liver, and physically, of course, it's our major detoxification organ, plus it helps create nutrients like glutathione, and many people are getting on the glutathione thing because it's the most amazing antioxidant that our body creates, mostly from the liver. And the interesting thing is glutathione helps us recycle all the other antioxidants within our body. So it's enhancing everything else that you're taking as antioxidants. And so when the liver's functioning well, which depletes as we mature, I'm not going to say the A word, as we mature, then our glutathione levels deplete, and so we can take certain things to enhance. And so you can take the NAC, or you can take things like turmeric, you can take milk thistle and various other things which will enhance our ability to create more glutathione. Now, glutathione as a supplement is very, very difficult for the body to absorb and utilize. So consequently, that's why you take the other things that are more valuable. But anyway, so I digress from the actual the actual meridian. But the meridian, if your meridian is out of balance, as in liver meridian is out of balance, then you can get aches and pains through various parts of your body, especially the ones where they where the line goes. So for example, you can of course have liver diseases like hepatitis and cirrhosis, but you can also have eczema of the first and second toe, and you can have venous ulcers, especially on the front, middle or lower leg, impotence, gallbladder diseases, lung diseases, breast disorders, cardiac disorders, trigeminal neuralgia. So of course we've got there's quite a few meridians that can, if they're blocked, can be a cause of trigeminal neuralgia, sinusitis, headaches, constipation, dysbiosis. So when the body, when the meridian's flowing, everything feels good. So you don't tend to have aches and pains. But also when it's balanced, you are actually a much nicer human being. So you're much kinder, more compassionate, and really generous. So when it's out of balance emotionally, you can have less drive, and you can have less sort of goals, and you're less likely to achieve stuff, and all sorts of other things. Anything you would like to add to this wonderful meridian, Stephanie?
Yeah, yeah, so these cards amaze me. These cards absolutely amaze me. I was going on my little speech box there about moving from a state of empathy into compassion. Okay. This liver meridian essence is all about moving into a state of compassion as well. Okay. The affirmation, just to prove my point, the affirmation is I am filled with compassion for all those around me.
Yeah.
Now, once again, as though individually they don't seem to have any connection together, the message that's coming through is one about compassion for self and compassion about all those around you during these times of changes.
Oh,
Love it.
yeah.
Love it.
Wow. I think that's a brilliant note to finish on, to be honest, because I don't think we need to go any further than that, do we? Wow.
No,
That's so cool.
So be in faith, guys. Stay in faith, stay in belief that you are enough, because you are enough. You chose to be here at this time. Changes are coming, changes are happening. Maybe they'll ramp up a lot more over the next week or 2 or 3 or 4 with all the eclipses going on and so forth. But you are okay. And remember this, what you're experiencing, everybody's going to be experiencing all around you and worldwide. So once again, the affirmation is, I am filled with compassion for all those around me. That includes you. Okay?
Lovely. Love that. Yeah.
Okay, guys, until next weekend when we do our next deep dive, have a fantastic week. We are going to be doing our daily card drawings for the day. So do keep in tune, keep in touch and keep coming back to us. For the next deep dive will be next Saturday. So have a fantastic week. All the feedback, please, down below. Send it to Karen personally. You can email us. There's many ways to contact us. You know what to do. Like the video, please, because it helps us to reach out and get to more people. And certainly sign up as a subscriber, because every time we send a video out to you, you'll get it. Have a great week, guys. See you tomorrow morning for the next deep dive. No, not the deep dive, the next card pulling. See you then. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.